Gary Player, revered for his 9 major championships and dedication to golf, earned the nickname Black Knight. He was seen as an unassailable icon of fitness and discipline. However, as he nears 88, disturbing revelations are threatening his carefully crafted image. Accusations of cheating, controversial statements, and a questionable relationship with a repressive regime paint a more complex picture of the man. These revelations leave the golfing world questioning his true legacy. Gary Player, a South African golf legend, is an exceptional example of how far dedication and ambition can take you. His extraordinary journey from a young prodigy to a world-renowned icon has cemented his name in the history of golf. Gary Player, known as the Black Knight for his signature black attire, was a fierce competitor despite his small stature. His relentless pursuit of excellence led him to defy expectations and break records on prestigious golf courses around the world. Gary Player's illustrious career boasts an impressive 9 major championship victories, encompassing 3 Masters titles, 3 Open championships, and 2 PGA championships. His remarkable achievement of the career Grand Slam, a feat attained by only 5 golfers, distinguishes him as an exceptionally talented and consistently successful player. Gary Player's influence went beyond his personal achievements. He was a trailblazer in promoting fitness and health in golf. His commitment to physical training and healthy living transformed the approach to the game, inspiring generations of golfers to prioritize their physical well-being. Gary Player's influence extended far beyond the golf course. He became a global ambassador for the sport, traveling the world to compete and promote golf's values. His charisma and engaging personality made him a beloved figure, captivating fans with his infectious enthusiasm and inspiring stories. If you're enjoying this deep dive into golf's most fascinating figures, don't forget to subscribe. We've got plenty more stories and controversies coming your way. Gary Player was a model of golfing excellence and a symbol of the sport's global reach, but his image has been tarnished by controversies and revelations over the years. Despite having a remarkable career, Gary Player's reputation has been marred by persistent accusations of cheating, raising questions about his achievements and casting a shadow over his legacy. During the 1974 Open Championship at Royal Lytham in St. Anne's, Gary Player was embroiled in a controversy. As he prepared to chip onto the 17th green, a spectator noticed a divot that seemed out of place, suggesting that Player had improved his lie. This sparked accusations of cheating and a media frenzy. Player vehemently denied the allegations, claiming the divot was caused by a practice swing. The disputes surrounding Player continued. During a high-stakes skins game in 1983, Tom Watson, a fellow golfer, publicly accused Player of cheating by moving a leaf from behind his ball. The incident was witnessed by a reporter and escalated into a heated confrontation, with Player once again denying any wrongdoing. Whether they were true or not, these accusations damaged Player's reputation. Some people felt that the incidents confirmed their suspicions that Player was willing to cheat to his own advantage. Others believed that they were simply minor imperfections on an otherwise perfect career. The allegations of cheating, however, led to questions about the blurred line between gamesmanship and outright cheating in the sport of golf. This sparked a discussion about the spirit of the game and how important it is to maintain the game's integrity, even with the pressures of fierce competition. His unwavering self-belief and relentless pursuit of victory often fueled suspicions about Player. He was known for his meticulous attention to detail and fierce competitiveness, which sometimes led others to question his methods. The debate continues as to whether Player's actions were inappropriate, but the resulting uncertainty and accusations have cast a shadow over his accomplishments and damaged his reputation. Augusta National, the esteemed home of the Masters tournament, has recently been overshadowed by controversies surrounding Gary Player and his family. These controversies have tarnished their legacy and brought into question their respect for the tournament's hallowed traditions. During the 2021 Masters ceremonial tee shot, Wayne Player, son of Gary Player, caused controversy by prominently displaying a sleeve of Encore golf balls, which he represents, while Lee Elder, the first African-American to play in the Masters, was being honored. This act of self-promotion during a solemn tribute was widely criticized as disrespectful and inappropriate. Augusta National's decision to ban Wayne Player from future tournaments garnered mixed reactions. Some supported the club's decision, believing it upheld the traditions and protected the integrity of the ceremonial tee shot. Others, however, felt the punishment was too harsh and overshadowed the tribute to Lee Elder. At the 2020 Masters, Gary Player faced controversy for wearing a Gulf Saudi logo, an organization with close ties to the Saudi Arabian government. This action attracted significant criticism, as Saudi Arabia was under scrutiny for its human rights record at the time. Many perceived Player's display as an implicit endorsement of the Saudi regime and an attempt to exploit the Masters for political purposes. The Player family's actions have been interpreted as disrespectful towards the traditions and values of Augusta National. Their behavior, which has been seen as self-serving and opportunistic, has damaged the spirit of the Masters and lessened the reverence held for it within the golfing community. The incidents involving Gary Player and his son at Augusta National underscore the difficulties in balancing commercial interests with the upholding of sporting traditions. These events also highlight the challenges faced by iconic figures when it comes to navigating the complexities of modern sports, where personal gain and public image are often intertwined. Gary Player's strong self-confidence and relentless pursuit of success have sometimes been perceived as excessive self-promotion and a tendency towards controversial statements. His outspokenness has occasionally overshadowed his golfing accomplishments, creating an image of a man more focused on personal gain and publicity than on the true spirit of the game. Player has always been outspoken, even when his opinions are controversial. His remarks on the Augusta National Women's Amateur, where he questioned the choice to honor Annika Sorenstam over a current player, were criticized as insensitive and out of touch. Additionally, some find Player's bragging about his achievements and fitness routine to be off-putting. His self-given titles, such as the most traveled athlete, and his constant reminders of his intense workouts, have been seen by some as arrogant and self-centered. Some people admire Player's confidence and unwavering self-belief, while others view his actions and statements as proof of his ego, insecurity, and a constant need for validation and recognition. Players' self-promotion and controversial statements have undeniably led to a complex and often contradictory image. Whether these are seen as harmless bravado or a sign of deeper flaws, they have sparked debate about the role of humility and sportsmanship in professional golf, leaving fans and critics to grapple with the complexities of his character. The legacy of Gary Player is marred by his controversial relationship with the apartheid regime in South Africa. Despite his personal claims of opposing racial segregation, his initial silence and perceived complicity have fueled debate and cast doubt on his stance. During the 1960s, Player aligned himself with the ruling National Party and its apartheid policies of racial segregation. He publicly supported apartheid and even defended the system in his book, Grand Slam Golf, contending that it was essential to preserve civilized values from alien barbarians. Player's statements, made during the peak of apartheid's brutality, were met with strong disapproval from anti-apartheid activists and negatively impacted his international reputation. His unwillingness to denounce the regime, even as it systematically oppressed millions of Black South Africans, raised questions about his morality. Player did not publicly disavow apartheid until the late 1980s, when it was crumbling under internal and external pressure. He stated that he regretted his earlier statements and that he had been brainwashed by the government. Player's alleged change of heart has been met with skepticism from critics who contend that his denouncement of apartheid was opportunistic, occurring only after the regime's political demise. Some critics go so far as to accuse him of hypocrisy, arguing that he benefited from the apartheid system, enjoying privileges and opportunities that were unavailable to Black South Africans. The challenges faced by those living under oppressive regimes are reflected in the complexities of Player's stance on apartheid. His narrative prompts us to consider the responsibility public figures have to speak out against injustice, even when there are personal consequences. It also emphasizes how political decisions can have a lasting impact on one's legacy. Stories like Player's illustrate that even our heroes are imperfect. Subscribe now to delve into the intricacies of the human experience, both in the realm of sports and beyond. Gary Player, the Black Knight, was a golfer whose triumphs and controversies continue to spark debate. His story is complex, raising questions about whether we can separate his actions from his achievements on the golf course. Do his missteps overshadow his remarkable career? Player's legacy is multifaceted and invites us to reflect on the man and the athlete.